good, bro.
All right, brother. I like the way you hold it out here.
I gotta hold it down.
I like the way you address the suckers, man.
And I gotta hold it down for you because you know the suckers gonna talk crazy.
They don't never come outside. We outside.
Nothing into something. No handouts, I don't need nothing. Nothing into something. No matter what, I'm 10 toes down to the shit. They praying on my fall, ain't no way that I'ma quit. I'm coming for it all, I don't wanna have to pick. I want it, I'ma get it. And if I have to bet, I get it on my own. Oh yeah, I can get it on my own. Oh yeah, I can get it on my own. Oh yeah, I can get it on my own. Oh yeah, I can get it on my own. Get it out the mud, turning nothing into something. I'm good on that big love, no handouts, I don't need nothing. I had to be alone just to see how much I've grown. Don't gotta hit my phone, cause I can get it on my own. Yeah, I'm off the scene right now, on a mission, so the moon is back on my screen right now. Do not disturb. Oh, you believe in me now? Where were you when I was down? Now you wanna come around, it's hard to face it, but I'm good. Trust me, I'm living. Me and my coalition want it all.
Good morning. It's me, not him. We're not here for a long time, but we're here for a good time. Right out the back, let's clean house, right? A lot of people have been reaching out. Yo, where's 10? Where's 10? 10 is good. He's great, actually. You understand? We'll do a recap of what happened in 2024, going into the 25. And then we'll quickly catch up on this what's going on out here, right? 30 section look crazy. I could say that with a surety. 30 section definitely look crazy. There's not many that I see that choose to think of themselves as bosses, right? When I look at the head individuals in the 30 section, a lot of you guys prefer to be workers, bro. It's crazy. $2024, we had the dirty section. We doing what we do. I guess 10 put on too much pressure with some individuals up here, and they ran to the YouTube police, which is crazy because if you work at a job, right? Say you work at Amazon, and a dude go to your manager and be like, "Yo, I seen such and such leaving early, right? Seen such and such leaving early." Like you would say, "Yo, your son is snitching." You would say that. So I don't understand how this whole YouTube thing, when you can't take it no more, you can't take the replies. You reach out to YouTube and be like, "Yo, this dude is foul." I don't live by that code, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you guys do. So I'm just like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. Anyway, welcome to the 10 Toes Down show. You understand? This is not, I'm Jamel Saladin, but this ain't my show. This is 10 Toes Down. Hit the like button. He's watching. For all his supporters, you would be very proud. If he comes out and tell you what he's doing right now, then that's on him. You understand? But all I'm going to say is you would be very proud of your boy from going from a straight knucklehead to doing that much prison time to come out and doing what he's doing right now. And if he tells you what he's doing, then that's beautiful. But if not, just trust me. He's in a great space. I tried to bring him back from all of the nonsense in 2024. I'm like, yo, bro, honestly, I think you're keeping the whole dirty section alive by yourself. Like, if you don't give them oxygen, they don't got nothing to talk about, bro. But he had OCD. Like, he's locked in, right? He's locked in. I'm like, all right, bro. And then he said, yo, 2025, I'm not doing this no more. I said, all right. It's just your brand. You know what I'm saying? I'm worried about. How do we get there? That's what I want to talk about. How do we get there? P2. That's how we got there. I wanna break some things down. P2 is how we got there. Preem Jr. is how we got there. Preem Jr. Now, recently Preem Jr. took the adult route. And shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Let me just take another second to address 10 Toes Down supporters. He really rock with y'all. He really love y'all. You know what I'm saying? So he's just doing something right now. So I see y'all in the comments. Shout out to all of y'all. I'm paying attention. Now, Supreme McGriff, he hasn't really responded. I haven't heard a lot of audio from Supreme. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I think that's the only audio I've ever heard of Supreme while he was locked up. This time, you know what I'm saying? While he was locked up. And how did he use that audio? He used the audio to send off his brother Irv Gotti and address what he feel is stand up from his son, right? Now let's just analyze the situation. That tells me this is not a man of many words. He could have had his voice on the internet to stop a lot of things if he wanted to and say a lot of things. But just from the audio alone, from what he was saying, what he's telling his son, I tell him we don't move like that, sitting behind that computer screen, da 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 da. I said, I know the fabric. It seemed familiar, right? I know the fabric. It seemed familiar. P2 is young. I'm not giving anybody an excuse today. I'm just telling you how I look through it through my eyes, right? So I see P2 up there trolling, right? And he's doing this one too. He's actually taking the Supreme brand, which has nothing to do with him, but turning it into something else. He's really doing his one two. Somehow he done coerced Marquise Jackson, which is another guy that I'm watching right now. He's hilarious. He is his father. He is his father, Marquise Jackson, right? I don't know what he's going to do with his life yet, but he could do anything. But it looks like he got potential. Somehow he done linked up with Marquise. They set the internet on fire. So it's like Preem P2. When I say P2 for y'all, that's Preem Jr. He's not using his power the way his father would want him to use his status. You understand? But he came out. We'll get to what he said in a second. And we'll get into Heron Campbell and all these other things. So he's out here trying to get his father's attention, trolling this. That's what he do. But y'all don't know that yet, right? That's what he do. He take the paperwork to the dude. I can't say his name because I don't know what's going on with this channel and his name. And I know for a fact 10 Toes would prefer me not to say his name. So that's why I'm saying I'm not trying to be funny. If it was up to me, I'd just say your name. So we just going to refer to you like the dude from Queens. Until he say otherwise, we just refer to you as the dude from Queens with the raspy voice, right? So the dude from Queens with the raspy voice, P2 goes and approaches him with some type of paperwork from a dude that's trying to get out, right? That dude's name is no good. The paperwork, as I analyze it, has been doctored and messed around with, right? So we spend time with the paperwork before we really go and say anything. When I have enough evidence, I reach out to the guy from Queens with the raspy voice and I say, yo, bro, this ain't legit, right? I got something else going on though. I want you down with it. He's like, yo, you know what he do, right? You know what I'm saying? So he basically tells me to eat the Frank stand respectfully. Yo, you don't got no motion. All right. And he thinks I'm calling him a liar. That's how he takes. So that's how me and him we're not, because he's thinking I said, I never said you was a liar. I just said what you pushing ain't, maybe you think it's true. That's different from being a liar, unless you are a liar. Unless you are a liar and you know for a fact this paperwork is trash, but you standing on it because it's giving you play every day. Now you up here saying so-and-so is a rat, and they listening, right? So you got, but the whole time, not that he denounced it, but he didn't, that, I don't know if the dude from Queens felt like, with the raspy voice, felt like, yo, this paperwork came from Preem. Maybe that's what P2 told him. But what I do know, because he told me, yo, you're not a jail dude. You don't know. I don't know what that got to do with being able to read paperwork, because I definitely went to law class, right? I had a couple of law classes. And the first thing they teach you in Law 101 is how to read, like, understand the language of law. So I said, all right. We had some other words. I think it really, I just deaded the conversation when I said, yo, we not that much different. We from the same place. I understand what you understand. Yeah, we not the same. I'm a jail nigga. All right, first of all. Go ahead, bro. You got it. You a jail nigga. You sound pretty one. That's what's up. Keep going with your, keep going. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a hater. I want to see motion on everybody. Let's see what you got going. It look like you about to do something. You know what I'm saying? The podcast look like you. I want to see the motion. Pause. It's crazy talk. So that go. Him and 10, that spiral way out of control. Way out of control. I'm not really inclined to, like, at that time pull it back. I just sit back and watch like everybody else. But in my opinion, it spiraled way out of control. But at the end of the day, I wholeheartedly, this is what I believe. That whole thing started, all of that, because of P2. Now, will P2 come out and say something? I don't know. What he just came out and said is that his father was correct. Everything that Supreme McGriff said in that video, he said, yo, my father. And I'm not going to lie, P2, I was kind of worried because I'm like, yo, how is he going to, you know what I'm saying? Like, how are you going to take what your father said? Are you going to feel embarrassed and do an outlash in front of the whole world? But you chose to show, 1, humility, 2, respect for your father and your primary elder, and 3, loyalty, right? You didn't let that break up the Supreme brand, which is very important. One brand I would like to see come back together is Marquise and his father, the 50 Cent, the Jackson brand, right? I would love to see that brand come back together. They too much alike, so I don't know how in the world that would happen. I don't know how in the world that would happen. They too much. Marquise came up. Yo, did y'all see Marquise's face when he said, you thought you was different. Yo, they tell me he ain't look just like 50, bro. I said, oh, that's crazy, bro. That is your twin. There's no denying this in any DNA cord. Like, we don't even got to go there, bro. This is you. You a clone, bro. You are a clone. And you being a clone of 50 Cent, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, right? Means you have the ability to achieve great things. It's just, what are you willing to use that power for? You understand? That's how that's going now. Shout out to everybody. I can't even say all the names that's in the comments, but shout y'all out, man. For all the new people that's coming in the building, 10 Toes is good. He's rocking with y'all. I promise you, he's gonna come out later and tell you everything he was doing, and I promise you're gonna be proud. You're gonna be like, you was doing that all this time? Yeah, I told him, leave this alone, bro. These dudes don't want to get no money, bro. They don't want to get no money. Now I'm watching what's going on. I came to everybody, by the way. I went to everybody and said, yo, this is what we doing. A lot of times, if you're not the dude, if they not the dude in charge, they don't really know how to But like, yo, I like that idea. I fall in line so that we can get to where we got to get to, right? Everything is perception to these people. Everything is perception. So the dude from Queens with the raspy voice told me I ain't got no motion, right? It looked like he had motion. He had a little podcast jumping off. I don't know what happened to it. Looked like some foreigners was behind his work, right? Some foreigners had invested in him. Then I don't know. Like, I felt he had the talent to do it. Or maybe what I consider talent is just a raspy voice and animation. You know what I'm saying? But when it really you good by yourself, you could just blurt out little things, this and that. But when it comes to holding a conversation and using your animation at the perfect time to engage in the audience, then that sounded a little bit more complicated. And I don't know if that was it. I don't know. Right? We didn't get enough episodes for me to really critique it and look at, yo, son could get better here. He did this right, this, that, and the third. I seen he was nervous, but I felt like that was going to wear off and he would eventually fall in line. But then it didn't seem like he had enough guests lined up. I don't know what happened. Then it was back on the couch for a while. So I said, I'm just assuming. I said, I did the podcast joint is over. Let's see where the most, because they told me I ain't have enough motion. Mind you, I'm gonna tell y'all what I went to all of them and said. This dirty section is ours. We own this. YouTube don't own this. We own this. If we take this energy. Now, what I'm talking about now is 050 the movement. Zip, right? Well, I'm not supposed to say his name. Go back to the man from Queens with the raspy voice. Heron Campbell. Everybody, right? I didn't ask them to be friends. No. Y'all remain enemies. Just take the energy to where you could get more money, right? You could get it back. They didn't believe in themselves. Now I see dudes out here doing something strange for some change. Strange for some change. God forbid. Huh? When I left 050, that wasn't your brand, bro. Why am I getting calls 2 a.m? Yo, what's up with your man? My man, oh, bro, I'm asleep, Lord. Your man China got rats up there. What are you talking about, man? I talk to the little dude and want to see what's going down. Huh? I wake up. You are up there with somebody that's proclaiming to be a teller of things. That's you. That's him. I don't know what to say. I say, yo, bro, I didn't leave the 050 like that. I don't really know what, I hired Platinum Shine. Let's get that correct. I brought Platinum Shine in. After that, I left it all to Platinum Shine. I don't know what happens after this. Ask him what's going on. I don't know. But let me tell you something. Your channel is your brand. So if you brand yourself a street channel, and shout out to Unique Mecca Audio. That's number one. Shout out to Unique Mecca Audio because he brands his channel as a gangster channel, right? This is who he does it for. People that want to listen to gangster stuff. He doesn't mix and match. He lets you know from the door, this is what we're doing, right? Now, if you brand your channel, because y'all all don't got to brand your channel, gangster channels and street channels and all of this crazy business. Some of y'all could just be regular black civilians. You ever thought of that? You could be a regular black civilian that wants civility. You don't have to be a follower who out here on ignorant time every time because someone else is on ignorant time. Yeah, they may be getting views, but some people like to watch people crash out, right? But some of y'all might be underplaying your value because you got things to bring to the culture, but you feel everything got to be rah and ignorant. Anyway, 050. Your channel's your brand. Because I'm not up here for a long time. I'm up here for a good time. I ain't got all day. Right? I ain't talked to y'all in a minute. 10 ain't talked to y'all in a minute. As soon as 10 left, it looked like y'all fell to pieces. Y'all don't know what to do. We just sitting there watching. Oh, God. Somebody got to go help him. He said, I'm busy. getting to a bag. I said, you all busy getting to a bag. I said, I don't got the time. I don't really want to rock with these dudes. But I left them all in shambles, so let me go back over here and see what's going on. I walk through the door. It's appalling what I see. The dude from Queens with the raspy voice is pandering to 50 Cent, trying to get his attention, right? It seemed like it's working, but we're getting to that in a second. Yes, we will. Heron Campbell, are you okay? Before we get back to 050, Heron, did anybody do a wellness check on son? Huh? How many? Look. How many dates you went on with Derek? Blink twice for 2 and 1 for 1. How many dates you went on with Derek? If you said none, then you're wilding, and I know for sure that you're not okay, right? Because your comments about Supreme is bananas. So bananas that 50 Cent had to step in and be like, yo, this is not a good idea. This is not a good idea. Sometimes you go too far, Heron. So sometimes you go too far. Anyway, back to 050. China, don't ever listen to Harlem. That's number 18. Don't listen, right? And as far as your own brand, because I've been seeing you do more like shows by yourself, which is good. He does his shows. He's going to exactly where he wants to go. He's been working on that a very long time, right? He's diabolical in that area, and he's been working on it. And I think he's going to get there because he's like the cockroaches of the content world. Like, he's going to survive no matter what. You, however, my boy, you got to protect your brand. And by protect your brand, I don't mean listening to some dudes that was locked up, that was blood, that don't know nothing, bro. Stop listening to these dudes, bro. It's right here. China, it's right here. Right there, bro. It's right there. All of them, all in your ear. Then when things go another way, look, they all blaming you. You can't panic and like, yo, I'm not getting views or do anything for a view, bro. You can't do anything for a view. I don't know what really was the deciding factor of you knowing he was a snitch, him knowing he's a snitch, and y'all be like, yeah, let's do a show. Right? Maybe it was like, yo, I just want the story. But I've seen you do stories where it's like, yo, I don't agree with you, but and then you wild a person up at the end. I don't know if you wowed them up. I didn't watch the whole thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. Only one of y'all got me to watch the whole entire episode since 2020 anything. And that was the man from Queens with the raspy voice when he wowed out Manny. Oh, that was a hilarious episode. That was good work. That was a hilarious episode. I watched it from the beginning to the end. I said, oh, this is hilarious. So maybe he's better off without the whole podcast situation, right? Maybe he's better off just by himself because he can improvise on the spot. But it was a good episode. I'm no hater. If it was a good episode, it was a good episode. That was a hilarious episode. I don't have Manny's YouTube to really check and see if he responded or not. But it was hilarious. My point is this, 050. You can't have a channel that's dedicated to the streets. I don't know what your channel is dedicated to. If it's dedicated to gang life, street, prison, whatever, right? You got to figure that out. Figure out what your channel is dedicated to, and then don't go and compromise that because people watching, right? So you actually had the streets. That's a fact. You had the streets. Can you get the streets back? The streets is fickle, so you can definitely get it back. They forget things. They not the streets of yesterday. You understand? It's people running around that claim they street people that's running around with rats right now. You and I know this. You can get the streets back. People remember what they want to remember. Right? But you had the streets, but then you gave the streets to the dude from Queens with the raspy voice. You gave that when you did that episode and he shifted away. He made a public announcement. Yo, I don't rock with you. Nah. You know, he went off on y'all. Distanced himself immediately. Leprosy, right? That all fell on you. Being thirsty. And by the way, if you would not have, I don't know what you said after you sabotaged the event we had going on. They said you did some videos on me. I didn't watch, bro. You the little bro. I'm not watching. I know you. I know what you do. You troll just like P2. So you got up there, you said some things. I didn't listen. Some people reached out. I said, he's just trolling y'all. Y'all believe that? He's never met my wife. What are you talking about? I don't know what he said. It doesn't matter. What did matter was I found out you didn't want a bag. But then it looked like you wanted a bag because I see you doing membership only for $4.99 videos now. Let me tell you how much money. You would have had a lot of way more money than that if you would have listened to me. Right? So the same thing that you see 50 Cent doing. I only see really three people from hip hop really doing it. It's Dame Dash, 50 Cent, and me. Beyond UTV on Roku. You can download it today. We got a big announcement coming next week too. But these people over here wasn't going to give you what you was going to get. But let's see how that work out anyway. That's what I mean by strange for some change. Everybody now scrambling, trying to see what they're going to do. Well, let's see. It's 2025. How long you going to continue to do the same thing before things shift up on you and your brand wears itself out? And you out here scrambling for content and doing all this crazy stuff. There's an easier way. Dude from Queens with the raspy voice. Closed mouths don't get fed. So you said, yo, 50, let me narrate this joint. And he did. That's what's up. Right? Because I think you played that one right. You had assessed that right. But the only thing you said, yo. They not faster than me. Nobody's faster than me. I'm fast. If I was around, no. I have to disagree with you. You're not fast. You slow because if you was fast, then you would have seen that P2 was trolling you from the Getty up, and that paperwork was no good that you stood on business for a year and a half, or close to a year. You stood on business on that paperwork. Now you dealing with a troll himself, right? You trying to get you pandering the. And let me tell you something. I like what you do because you be ready. You do be ready. I wouldn't call you the fastest. I say you kind of fast in some areas because one thing you do, you put your product right out there on the couch. It be everywhere, right? Once you think you got some motion, your product is all over the place. You don't play games. Nobody got to tell you that. You fast in that aspect. But if you was the fastest, you would have never let P2 troll you in the first place, and you would have seen that paperwork was basudo from the rip. You said, yo, you're not a jail dude. So you a jail dude. Why you can't say this paperwork is trash, bro? Then you had to save face. You wasn't the mature, manly thing to do, which I seen China do a bunch of times, and I seen P2 just do the mature and manly thing to do. Would it be like, yeah, you're right. This is no good. I wowed out. That would have been the manly thing to do. I truly think the hate came from you reaching out to Bimmy and trying to get an interview, right? One time I was actually in the car with him when you called up and you was asking him to get on your podcast, right? He never shared with me why he didn't choose to do it, so I won't embellish there. I don't know why he didn't choose to do your podcast. However, I think you were offended, right? Because it was supposed to be like, yo, Queens, you know what I'm saying? This should be an easy decision. And I'm lit and my voice is wavy. I'm the guy, right? This is a easy decision. I don't know why he didn't do it. I think that pissed you off and you had everything you needed after that. You was just like, all right, F you then. You know what I'm saying? Like a regular street dude. You ain't with me, you against me, F you. And you did what you had to do. And it kept you alive for a while. I was trying to see how long. But without 10, it don't keep you alive. So you resulted to bottom feeding, which bottom feeding is funny because I've never heard of Manny. I'm sure he's somebody in his world, right? I'm not in that world. But you doing the show on Manny was hilarious, right? So I didn't even have to know who he was. It was just the way you were saying things. You say, yo. You telling niggas I knew you for getting money, you know what I'm saying, getting the bag up north. He said, I know you for being a bitch ass nigga. That's why I know you for. Yo, that's hilarious. Hilarious work, man. Right? So it's all up to, if this is what they wanted, if they wanted to get in this realm. I often tell people, I don't think you want to come to YouTube in this section, right? You can talk about anything, but don't start your YouTube in this section. Worst thing could happen is you get some mild popularization or people actually start to notice you. Then this is a dagger section. You understand? You got to be able to, unless you want all your content to be about that. I'm going to end this show with Hershin. And then talk about Big Meech. Big Meech has responded. He said he wouldn't do he said he wasn't going to do. Well, he never said that. He got his sister he said his sister could handle all of his PR. But I guess it got too hot in the kitchen because I seen somebody asking Cuffy, why is it that you think that Big Meech hasn't used his voice to clear his name, right? Why? Some people take the silent route and it worked, right? Like Jim Jones. In that case, it particularly worked. He could have jumped out the window. But I guess he figured everything that's done in the dark is going to come to light. Turned out, I didn't know. Like, I didn't know that much. When it finally came out, they said China and his girlfriend had actually doctored up the work themselves. She said she did it for him. Like, that's diabolical. That's crazy. But it worked. I mean, I don't know how you justify it later. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I called you a rat. But it got me to where I needed to get, so we can be cool now. We cool, right? We cool. Like, that's kind of crazy. But I don't know if the silent thing is going to work. Here's the thing. I don't know why it would be different for Jim Jones and Big Meech. It just is, right? He's Big Meech. He's the brand name for selling cocaine. Selling cocaine has opened up a lot of doors in the ghettos of America, so we symbolize it as a key of liberation because it has brought so much money into the community and into the households of the urban areas. It's nothing somebody should glorify, but I'm just telling you what happens, right? It goes somewhere else though, right? People that was never felt the benefits from cocaine, they out here bigging up drug dealers as if it affects their lives, right? People live vicariously through whatever is popular. You got people out here that say don't snitch on certain things. Yo, I don't snitch, right? But they take it snitching. Here's my take on it. If I got money with you or you get money with me and then you snitching on me after I help you get money, that's definitely snitching, right? If you in the neighborhood and you shooting things up and I need to walk my kids to school and all that other stuff, and I see you do this, unless I listen to what I'm saying, unless I plan on waking you up in the middle of the night with the toast to your forehead, basically, unless I plan on getting that revenge, then I need you up out of my neighborhood, right? I don't think that's snitching. I think the black America has not differentiated this whole snitching thing. So they claim we don't talk to police. Oh, yeah, you will catch me talking to police on certain occasions. Get your ass up out of here. Not if I did a crime, though, to get out of lesser time. I already been put in this situation, so I know what I'm saying is I'm not telling you BS, right? I'm not going to tell on you to get out lesser time. You know why? Before I do crimes or before I did crimes, I always thought about how much time I could get. That's me, though. But then again, I always took crime seriously. You got a lot of people out here that was a job to me when I did it. It was a real job. I woke up every day. What crime I'm going to do today to put money in my pocket? Let me go down to the hustlers, see what licks is going on, what's going on. It's different now. We just got to accept that. It's just different. Young boys are spinning for no reason just because it's popular, right? They just had an indictment when they took down how many bloodhounds, right? I looked at the faces of these young men. It's like I feel a way. You understand? Because they're young, one, right? But then they old enough where I cannot have you in this community shooting guns, bro. You got to get up out of here and learn a lesson. This ain't none of that's real. I can't, that's real street. I don't care about that. What I do care about is being civilized in this community. If you want to be uncivilized, take it somewhere else, bro. Take it to jail. Because that's uncivilized. Tell you right now. You wanted to be uncivilized. That's where you could do all of that. Right there. But give these people a chance, man. I don't want to get hit by your bullets. None of that. I don't know if the silence was going to work for Big Meech, though. So he busts the move. Right? Oh, there's the video. Is that the video? Let's see what happens. I'm going to share it with y'all. Share. Let's bring this over here. There we go. And now we can share screen. Share the audio. And boom. Got it. All right, cool. So it says, Big Meech says he never folded, never will. Is it just me? I'm not even trying to be funny right now. I'm not trying to be funny. But if you've seen this video, is it just me? Or did he sound like insecure when he said that? I could be tripping. That's my word. I'm not calling Big Meech a snitch either. I'm saying when, and hopefully I get to play it. Let me put my headphones on. Hopefully I get to play the video. But when he said what he said, he didn't say it like he had bass in his voice. Right? And maybe that, maybe somebody could get out here and say it with bass in their voice and still be lying. So maybe that means nothing, right? Somebody yo, I'm telling you right now, I ain't no snitch, bro. He sounds like a snitch. Whoever says it like that, automatically he sounds like a snitch, right? So how do you do it? Do you be like, let me just relax and tell him, yo, I ain't no snitch. Then if you do it like that, they're gonna be like, man, I don't believe you, bro. You understand? Let me see if I could play it. Put my headphones on. All right, that's it. Let me put the headphones. All right, cool. I don't know, man. It don't sound. It sounds like I know my name ain't no paperwork. Ain't in no paperwork. You're not gonna find my name in no paperwork. And whatever Tammy Collins come out and say, I'm a discredit. So I'm telling you right now, I never folded, never will. Right? I don't know. Even after Tammy Collins come out and say what she say, do we trust her? She sound like a scorned woman, though. So at the end of the day, I don't know if we're ever gonna find out unless someone in authority actually has the brass to come out and be like, yeah, but his name don't sound like you're not gonna find his name in any paperwork because I'm not saying this is what was done. But if it was done, because I follow this story from one channel only, which is Unique Mecca Audio. Because he has a brand that deals with prison and breaks down certain things, right? So far, he's the only one I really take as a valid channel. If there's some lawyers that want to talk about this, then I won't mind really watching their channel. But other than Unique Mecca Audio, I'm probably not going to watch your what's going down because he takes it from a different gossip. He's not into it for the gossip. He's trying to get to the legality of things. That's how I want to look at it. I don't want to come out here. I can't say Big Meech is this or that. I don't know right now. It's very convoluted, right? So this guy, 50, is indicating that you are working with the police. Cuffy is straight out coming out saying that you worked with the police to get him set up. Could that have been coincidence? How that whole thing fell down with Cuffy? It could have, bro. Could have. I don't know. Right? Cuffy was working with my OG, Louis Burrell. Louis Burrell hired me. That's MC Hammer's older brother. When I got let go, I didn't get let go from Rockefeller. I couldn't work at Rockefeller no more. I had some personal things going on in my life. And then when I wanted to go back to the music industry, I went to Louis Burrell and he brought me in as a sound engineer. I ended up getting fired for something somebody else did, but it's okay. Louis Burrell is an OG. That's MC Hammer's big brother, and that is who Cuffy and Louis Burrell was the one who went and got the all the meetings for the movies, for the movie deals that they was about to do with the BMF. Is the BMF brand tarnished now? Is it done? Is it over with? we're going to see. I'm very curious to see how this concert goes. You understand? It could, stranger things have happened, right? But until there's actual paperwork with his name on it, I think a lot of people are going to choose to get that bag. I'm going to be honest with you. I think a lot of people are going to choose to get that bag. Like I said, I don't know if to me, I'm going off the vibes. I'm going off the body language. He's just showing me that, I don't know, it's something there. Something I feel personally, he's not telling me. Now, Big Meech, Little Meech got caught with his pants down talking behind Rick Ross's back. 50 put him out there on blast. Here's the thing. This is what I want to say to Little Meech. Bro, you already got what you were supposed to get, bro. Move on. Don't be sticking around begging anybody. Let me take these off, bro. He already gave you something. And it's over now. So now, Little Meech, if you get this video, here's what you do. You already told us he sent you to acting classes. You already have a resume. Whether it be one job, it's okay. You have a resume. Get out of the space of this whole thing going on with your father and Rick Ross. None of that matters now, my boy. You are now an actor. Whether 50 Cent likes it or not, you have your SAG card. You have to get to work, bro. You got to get to work. Never mind Demetrius Flannery and all this other stuff. Worry about yourself right now and get back to work. I would like to see you in something. Not necessarily a Broadway play, but Broadway plays get money. But you got to start where you got to start. If it's off Broadway, wherever it is, don't settle for anything. Don't just start doing random stuff. This is what got 05 in the movement in trouble and out here labeled as a podcast, a YouTube channel for snitches. Scrambling for content and all that. Knock it off, man. We want to see you get back to work. So never mind all this other stuff. Heron Campbell, Jesus Christ. I got to end the show with you, my boy. You're kind of wilding. Now, you're doing your 1-2. This is what you do. This is what Heron Campbell does. He'll throw something out there. He threw it out there. 50 Cent reposted him, right? He doesn't know. He's not used to love, right? I'm not even going to go into jokes this morning about, I could, but I'm not going to do that. I don't really do that with him. He claimed that I was out here calling him. I never did that with you, bro. But I could tell off the bat, he's used to hurt and pain. That's what he's used to. That's how he operates. He operates better out in his head, better out of pain. I know people like this. He's one of them. So when 50 reposted his joint, immediately what he thinks is his playbook. His playbook is, I don't want to be your friend. I want to take you down. I want to get on your level. Because if they start to see us battling with each other, I'm going to just take your energy. Right? So he shoots for the top. He don't shoot in the middle. It ain't about life. He has a scientific way of throwing things in that makes sense, right? He'll it's systematic, right? He's going to cut the conversation short to tell you about the land strip in Gaza. You're going to be like, word to mother. Then he's going to bring it back to something raunchy and ridiculous about, when I'm having sex with my wife, right? And the brown hair's like, it just be stupid and all over the place. You're like, what are you talking about right now? But his discombobulation makes sense to him. You're a risk factor, right? He knows he's a risk factor. He's never going to be taken seriously. Like he would not get that far, even if 50 wanted to work with him, which he's not. You're a risk factor. He knows it, so he blows himself up. he told me out of his own mouth. He doesn't care. He said, F the black community. These are the facts. He told me this. Don't let me get behind the bar to pull the video footage up. Unless they got cool again. But behind the bar has it. You know he saves everything. Behind the bar has it. Behind the bar has it. And he will tell you himself. He said F the black community because he said it on Behind the Bar's show. To me. I said, what about the black community? He said F the black community. So I said, all right, bro, I can't. Yo, I don't understand what you're doing, right? So all of this talk about you wish Supreme was in jail forever, you right, because he's not. Why you wish Supreme was in jail forever? Most people say I don't wish jail on my closest enemy, right? You different. Over something that don't got nothing to do with you, right? Maybe you having a psychotic moment. In reality, you not seeing P2 and his father. Maybe you seeing you and somebody else, right? And you out loud, all of this is coming out of you. I wish you was in jail forever, man. Forever? Over what, bro? Over him disciplining his son for doing something reckless on the internet. That's not how our family moves. That's not our brand. Now, you don't got nothing to do with that. Nothing. Right? He's showing some type of concern for his children, which is more than I could say for you, though. Can I be honest? I could troll you right now, but I don't want to troll you. Can I just be honest? I don't want to troll you. I haven't trolled anybody today yet. You guys know my work. I could get busy out here. It's my first day back. Not even sure I want to come back to the dirty section, right? So I just want to be honest and have a conversation. I seen you try to raise money for security one time, right? You're like, yo, and you was in tears. You was frantic, my boy. Panicking. I seen it. Let's not get up the footage, right? Everything was up here. It could be, we'll get that footage back up here. You're running around, you're trying to raise money for security guards to walk the streets of New York. Bro, if you need security guards to walk the streets of New York, then you should probably stop doing what you're doing. That's a good indication that, I should turn down the velocity on my ridiculous aggression towards everybody. And I might want to go see a psychiatrist to deal with my inner emotions, right? You might want to do that. Why would you go after when we talk about gangsters in New York, a few names are going to come up, especially if you itemize them by boroughs. But there's no way to get to Queens. I don't care who else was in Queens. There's no way to start rattling off gangsters without mentioning Supreme and Prince, right? There could have been realer gangsters from Queens. You're gonna mention Supreme and Prince, bro. Why would you think it was a good idea to not really have a beef with this man, but troll when he still got people that would jump out the window for him for no reason out here, bro? Did you miss all that went on in the 80s, bro? Yo, where was you? I heard the stories. You was out here catching bodies and using C-74, getting punked by Sha 120. He gave you the blade. You say, yo, what am I supposed to do with this? Ridiculous stories, right? I don't know where you was at, bro. I don't get you. If you say you love your family, because I watch you a number of times and you use your daughters as content, bro. I didn't like it. Still don't like it. I thought it was disgusting, distasteful. But I'm not you and I'm not the man in your house. I said, man, you don't do that to your daughters, bro. God bless them. You don't do that. Now, why would you put your whole family in this position for content, bro? Right? If you made some money and you make a certain amount a month, then what I'm telling you, Heron Campbell, is that every season don't last for the whole year. That's why it's a season. Season is going to change. What you have to do is take what you made in that season and get ready for the next season. Meaning, whatever money you making, and once it seemed like YouTube is slowing down, you have to think about the next transition. This is why I came to y'all. I'm going to be very blunt. I knew internet TV was the next big thing. Internet TV being Roku channel. So I went and got one. Guess who else went and got one? Dame Dash. Dame Dash had his first. Guess who else went and got one? Me. Guess who got one after me? 50 Cent. So I already knew I was on the right track. But because I was in this algorithm, I came to you and said, yo, get with this. We're going to get everybody together and we're going to take this to the next level because that's where it's going anyway. Even without us, this is where it's going regardless, bro. So we might as well jump on the train. Y'all so one-dimensional. You didn't see it until what? Your channel, they slowed you down, right? Remember they knocked you down for like 90 days and you was reaching out to 10 Toes Down for help. And for some reason, 10 Toes said yes. Soon as you got back on your feet, you started dissing them again. Yeah. You guys are scrambling, man. Sit down, take a breath. Consider your brand. Only one of y'all really see considering your brand like they supposed to. And he told me I ain't got no motion. He don't really got no motion like that either. He gonna figure it out. I do believe. That's the dude from Queens with the raspy voice, right? He took a couple of hits. You know what I'm saying? He had something going on. He got knocked. That's life, though. You know what I'm saying? You try something, you get knocked down, you get back up. That's just life. So I don't count him out because whatever he had going on didn't work the first time, right? It could work. I don't think this was a good idea. I don't think nobody should be listening to you talking about because you don't speak for any community, right? I could troll you right now. I don't want to. I could really say start saying funny shit that have people laughing all in the comments. Not yet, bro. I just got back, bro. It's too early. It's too early. I'm still drinking coffee, Lord. First day back. Not even sure I want to stay in the dirty section. So let's just take it very mildly. Nobody should listen to you. You're putting your daughters in a situation by beefing with gangsters of New York that could. He don't even got to send nobody, bro. Somebody could just be like, yo, who is you talking to? And jump out the window, bro. You know how you be buying your coats? It'd be wild early in the morning. For some reason, there's a deli section in the same store where you buy your coats. It'd be crazy. I'd be looking like, yo, is that a deli section? Huh? Yo, let me get half a pound of white and the purple joint with the fox fur. It's crazy. Something is contaminated. Either the leather or or the deli meat, man. What's going on? At the end of the day, nobody should listen to you. Because number one, you say you don't care about, you said actually F the black community. Those are the words that came out your mouth. If you say you didn't say it, I'm getting behind the bar to pull up the footage. I don't think y'all cool again, right? We never know. Behind the bar, make up the breakup. We'll see what's going on. Number two, that's not how you should be showing young content creators how to become successful by getting out here saying outlandish, because a lot of people took your playbook and ran with it. Bullets Gotti had their playbook for a second. I just kept sending Bullets messages. Yo, don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro. He really felt your way was the way, bro. Then he turned it down a little bit and made it, he put some tweaks on it and ended up on the show. I forgot the name of the show he's on, but I like that show. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on. I hear rumors, this, that, and the third, but it doesn't matter. I like what Sub got going on over there. OG Product and yourself, Bullet Scotty. I like what y'all got going on over there. You know what I'm saying? OG Product is the only one I really see outside, bro. It's the only one I really see outside in the field. So I respect it. Other than that, listen, party people, we're gonna end it there. Because I don't have if you want to stay on top of Big Meech Big Meech news, I would advise you to tap in with Unique Mecca Audio. That's where you're gonna get the best content. He's keeping us up to breast. If anything changes in this paperwork, if anything comes to reality, he's gonna know, and he's gonna make us aware, right? But he's gonna take the approach systematically and break things down. He's not gonna just assume. You know, a lot of other content creators are waiting. They're playing with people's lives up here on this contraption. Yo, this one's a rat. This one's a rat, and then there don't be no paperwork, and that's not how we moving. Yeah, for a year and a half they stood on business. Yo, and they was being trolled the whole time, and he knows that. But instead of being a man, the dude from Queens with the raspy voice, instead of saying, "Yo, yeah, his son trolled me, and that's crazy, and I issue an apology to Bimmy," you just gonna stand there and make it seem like, no, I know what I know. You don't know what you know because you don't have the right paperwork. And lastly, I don't know why some of y'all still feel like Wack is your father. Why y'all give the crown to Wack 100 for New York? It's nasty work in New York, bro. You let Wack 100 become the king of New York and Loose Cannon become the prince of New York. Y'all are wilding. No, I don't have respect for a lot of y'all. Right? They tried to set up 10 in me. I seen the play from down the block. I said, yo, 10, get out of there. Get out of there. He's disrespecting Bimmy, right? Which if he ain't got respect for Bimmy, he ain't gonna have respect for you. He's setting up Bimmy right now. Talk about Wack, right? On the show, they went up there together. So get out of there, bro. You've been infiltrated, right? They was just, I watched the West Coast dudes, so I know how they line things up. They got a lot of patience, then they're going to line you up, and they're going to pound you out. They're very dangerous. I lived in L.A. I lived in L.A., man. Yeah. I lived and worked in L.A. I know how dangerous it gets. So, New York, New York, New York. All right. That's it. That's all I got to say. You know what I'm saying? I guess I just gave you food for eat, brethren. Just a little food for eat. Nothing really I didn't come up here to clout chase you or troll you. Nothing. These things been on my mind and on my chest. I just don't got time. I'm doing other things. I got a big announcement for Beyond You TV. If you're interested in Beyond You TV right now, you could go to the Roku and download it. But we got announcement next week. Everything is everything. We're moving in the right direction. If I came to you once, don't think I'm coming to you twice. I don't. We're good. We're good. You chose. I see you out here doing something strange for change, trying to get it. This is how you want to live your life, like scoundrels. Be my guest. Be my guest. Good luck with the content that you create. All right. Shout out to 10 Toes Down. This is the 10 Toes Down TV channel. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. You understand? He's doing great. When he has time, he's going to come on here. He'll tell you what he's doing. He might not tell you what he's doing. I could tell you out of my mouth, whatever he's doing is, you'll be proud. You understand? You'll be proud. It's amazing work that he's doing, but he's busy. Can't be going back and forth with people that know they're not in the right, but they won't break down and be like, yo, I'm not in the right, bro. You got it. P2 did that. P2 did that. I'm not in the right, Pops. You right. You right. And then proceeded to tell us why he did it. I just wanted your attention, right? Heron Campbell uses his transparency as content for him to get escalated to. It's disgusting. It's nothing sacred with you, bro. Well, you might get what you're looking for because you just been going at everybody. And to me, that's not wise, right? You put your own family. So you talk about how he's with his son and his family. What about your family and what type of detriment you might be putting them in by doing all this unnecessary scoundreling for content and all that, man? Knock it off. My name is Jamel Saladin. My channel is the Poker Faced Society. I talk more of politics, policy. You know what I'm saying? If you into that type of conversation over there. But if you see me back up over here, I'll more than likely be talking urban talk, hip-hop talk. There's a lot of conversations we didn't get to. Don't think for 1 second I did not see what was going on with Lord Jamal. Don't think for 1 second I did not see the nation of the gods and earths kind of like separate themselves from Lord Jamal. I've seen it all, right? It's just that I don't got time to talk about everything, but I'm going to make more time for you guys over here so that we can keep the channel going over here, right? That being said, yo, you guys have a blessed day. You know what I'm saying? Go about your business. Positive energy to everybody out there. You understand? And I see y'all when I see y'all. 10 Toes Down TV. Peace.